How to use patience as a tool and a well-being strategy. Why it's an advantage to be secretive when you want to develop. Did you know that a lot of people want to see you fail, especially when you're doing something that benefits your life? Look at celebrities as an example who fall from grace. How quick are the trolls on the internet that laugh and ridicule a jobless celebrity, as if they can do better? It's unfortunate because most of us like to see people fail. That's why it's important to learn how to use patience as a tool and a well-being strategy. Why? Because telling people your dreams and ideas can be your downfall. I remember a time in my life when I used to get negative feedback for sharing motivational messages. I was not influential, and people didn't take me seriously. They brushed me off not because the information was wrong, but their eyes would open up if the same message was shared by someone else. Which made me realize that I had been put into a specific jar, like a friend zone jar designated for mediocre roles. P.S. As you grow up, you begin to see how people act around you, and it's up to you to get the respect you want, or people will take advantage of you. Why being secretive is an advantage when you're developing yourself. Once I realized the jar people wanted to keep me in, which is a form of manipulation, I chose to break it and focus on my well-being. And because people never took me seriously, I made a conscious decision to limit my words and use the motivation in my life. Remember that it's okay to ignore labels and jars people put you in, focus on yourself, and surprise them down the road. In the end, a lot of people brushed me off until they saw how matured I had grown, and they began to ask for advice, the same advice they had previously ignored. It's okay not to tell people what you're doing, because if I had told them, they would have tried to keep me in their jars. Why? Because people like people they can control, and if you're your own person, you become a threat. How to use patience as a tool and a well-being strategy. In this message, I want you to understand that people don't need to know your business. For example, by the time the emotional intelligence developer website came out, a lot of people who were close to me had no idea. They knew about my passion, though this next step was a surprise. By the time the website went live, no one could devalue it because something tangible is real, while words about creating a website can be crushed. Because our dreams and desires are different, until they see it, they don't believe it. Conclusion. Knowing how to use patience as a tool and a well-being strategy is a big advantage. Practice patience when sharing your thoughts, or else the wrong person will crush it. And that's today's message. If you found value in the content, drop a comment below and share this message.